And I'm excited. I got this tree last year. It's a guava, pink guava, tropical guava, and it's got a flower. So that means it's going to have fruit, hopefully. And here's another bud. And here is the recent marigold I bought. And this is a geranium from my mom's that I transplanted last year and overwintered, and it did okay outside. My Asian pear is doing really great. Look at how huge the fruit are. I'm so surprised. And this year I'm hoping to get lots of pineapple guava and big ones, hopefully. Finally got a pink zinnia bloom. It's going to look even bigger as it opens up. And these orange zinnia blooms are just gorgeous. So bright. I've already harvested about 6 or 7 blooms of zinnias as an arrangement, a floral arrangement. And I discovered the beautiful purple blossoms for my yard-long beans are finally coming too. My beautiful dahlias, love them. I've harvested about 60 beans out of this patch and another one. Here's one of them. Oh, it got chewed by something. Oh, that's unfortunate. So this is a purple one. It was a gourmet blend and had purple, yellow, and green beans. It looks like my mom's basil is taking into the soil. Happy about that. The smaller one didn't make it. And it smells so good. Oh my goodness. It's intoxicating. And here's my Cuban oregano. It looks to be doing well. My celery is going to seed pretty soon. It's got blooms. And right next to it in this Bell & Country garden bed, I put the store-bought tomato. I forget what the brand was. Let me see. So it's the Big Boy hybrid tomato, and it is doing really well. It's huge, and I've been taking little branches off of it and just trying to thin it out and it's growing really green, so I must have a lot of nitrogen in the soil, but I don't see too many tomatoes in it yet. I pulled up some leggy borage because it was getting out of hand here, and little tiny seeds fell into the ground, and it's regrowing, which is fine because I'd much rather have little plants than really long leggy ones. So here's a more established ones again. And from time to time it doesn't hurt to I harvest the purple blossoms to eat. They taste like cucumbers. And from time to time when it gets too leggy, I just pull it out and throw it in the chicken run and see if the chickens will have at it. It's getting quite hot, and although my calendula is starting to look really haggardly, and I'm not sure if I should pull it out, but I still have a few hollyhocks that are blooming, but they're really suffering in this heat. My nasturtiums are going strong. I'm surprised because they look like they were dying earlier in the season, and they've made a comeback. Unless they've reseeded themselves with new seeds. Finally, I have this first huge bloom of sunflower. It's a Russian hybrid, I believe. And look at all the flowers it's going to have. It's got so many buds. And I used to think that having one sunflower that has a huge bloom at the top was best, but actually I like the ones with multiple buds, because then you end up with a lot more flowers. Have a great day. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to show you the advantages of growing lots of flowering plants. And so here I have a can, and I used it as a vase to put a floral arrangement in. I have all these zinnias that I need to cut so that they keep blooming and they don't go to seed or give up. So here's a pink one. The majority of them are this orange, bright orange color. And then I have this flower. Well, it's mostly leaves, and then it comes up with these tiny little dots, which open up into these cute little blooms. And these circles, these dots, are like various pink colors, from pink to dark red, and they look so cute. And so I decided to use it as a filler. And I had some canna leaves, because the canna flowers, they're very fragile. They fall off the plant really easily, and as soon as you cut them that same day, they start to, turn brown and fall off. So I've long since thought that this was a weed, and every time I saw it, I would pull it out because I didn't like it. I think my mom's garden had some, and I brought it over with some plants, and every time I would see them, I would pull them out. And let me show you the plant. So this is what it looks like. It's very succulent-like, and it grows very well. And here are the flowers at the top. And so before I didn't like them because I just thought it was a weed. I'd pull them out all the time. But maybe these little flowers reseed easily. I'm not really sure. So I looked them up, and they're called jewels of Opar, or pink baby's breath. And there's a scientific name for it as well. Talinum paniculatum. So actually, when I saw these little circles bloom and open up, they actually look really pretty. And in the sun, with the different shades of pink and red in the beads, it looks like jewelry. And I think that's why it's called Jewels of Opar. But it's really actually beautiful. So I think I'm going to start to grow them and use them in flowering plants, or use them in arrangements. Over here I have the straw flower ruby clusters, and the ruby clusters turned into yellow clusters, and they were dry, and if you touched them, they sounded like straw. So I pulled off all the flowers, and I'm hoping that it won't, you know how plants go to seed because of the flowers. So I pulled out all the flowers, hoping that it will continue to grow taller and make more blooms that are that pink color. And I love the leaves. They're like a silvery white, green, gray shade with the pink. It looks really gorgeous, and it's drought tolerant. So I pulled out the flowers, and hopefully I'm gonna look it up, see if I can collect seeds from them and have more of these, because this is a really gorgeous plant that I would love to have forever. Here are the zinnias from which I've pulled the flowers off of. So many branches that are going to start to bloom. Beautiful dahlias. I could have added more to this arrangement. I could also add some of the fennel flowers, the umbels, to add some yellow here. But I love how this pink dahlia, the orange, and then some more pink go together. so I don't want to mess it up, being that this is my filler. I wish I had taken a picture of my first floral arrangement before it dried out, but that's exactly what I used. I used the anise umbels, the flowers, and I used some orange zinnias and some yarrow. This one's really pretty. It's still alive. I might add it to this arrangement. And some more yarrow that was like light pink and a white colored yarrow, and I made a pretty arrangement out of that, and that's what I do. And the can is just a normal soup can, but you can hot glue rope all around it. You can hot glue burlap in a bow right here. You can spray paint this. You can paint it with some decor, using it as a vase. You can also use it to scoop up, just keep it plain and scoop up chicken feed with it for the chickens. You can use it for many purposes. Oh, just as a flower pot, or a just a planting pot for succulents. And then if you leave it this way, it'll start to rust, so it'll have that very rustic appearance where it's brownish colored. So anyway, hope you give it a try in your garden, and I love bringing some of nature indoors. Have a great day.